What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much we're inside of my house. We're in a different atmosphere, and we're actually in my man cave where I do all of my shipping and all of my packaging for my carbon fiber hoods. So the main purpose for this video, guys, is because I've had a lot of messages in the last couple of months since donating that hood to Dana Young Static. So I figured I'd make a video, and also one of my friends, HCR, he's the one that told me to go ahead and make a video of it to help me out, and figured let's just go ahead and do it to help get something out there, right? So basically this video is going to go ahead and hopefully help you guys explain what I offer for the EF chassis. So let's just go ahead and get to it. And also, guys, we are working on some new product, and hopefully you guys stick to the end to be able to see what that is. So right here we have a CRX hood. This is the SIR style hood. We do offer a true JDM one, which is for the JDM front end, and so we do offer that also in fiberglass and carbon fiber for both of them. We also offer every single one of these hoods and every other hood that we do offer for EG and EK, but I really don't deal with those. We do offer it in Kevlar, we offer it in color carbon, we offer it in camel carbon. We do all this stuff. It is more expensive, it is an additional cost. If you guys are interested, bang my line on Instagram and I'll give you guys a quote. But getting back to the hoods, I offer the CRX SIR style hood. This is for the USDM front end headlights. Nothing means it's not, the radiator support is not changed over to the JDM headlights and you're running, you know, a USDM hood. This is a USDM hood converted over to an SIR style, which actually has the center hump raised to help clear B series swaps and also K series swaps. And this one right here, this is a sedan one, basically the same one that Young Static has on his sedan, except for his is in fiberglass, and this one right here is carbon fiber. That's going to be leaving at the end of the week. This one here is actually a wagon SIR style hood, same thing as the other ones, except the wagon is actually shorter compared to those two. This is about 30 inches if I'm not mistaken, or it could be around 32, and those are 37 to around 40, give or take. I also offer the carbon fiber fenders only for wagon. Unfortunately, I do not offer fenders for the sedan or the CRX or hatchback. Getting back to the wagon, I do offer the USDM style hood, which is basically like factory OEM, which the center goes back down and maintains an OEM look. This is an SIR style hood, basically USDM front end, because JDM doesn't really change like the JDM for CRX or hatchback. So, and also the sedan one changes for the JDM, which I don't offer that hood for. We were gonna make it, but unfortunately there was just not a lot of interest and a lot of buyers for that hood. So for the wagon, again, SIR, USDM, and only wagon fenders for those chassis. We are possibly looking into the future and possibly gonna start offering sedan fenders. The main reason why is because to create a mold for CRX and hatchback, I would have to make 2 different molds. In total, 4 molds, one for the left, one for the right for each one of those chassis, as they do not share the same fenders for it. Getting to the sedan, we are looking into making that because it's only going to take 2 molds for the left and the right. And I know probably there will be a little bit of more of a demand for that. Yes, there is a demand for CRX and hatchback, but again, having to make 4 molds compared to 2 molds, save some money, not make some money. You know what I'm saying? That's what it all really boils down to. So for the SIR style hoods, these hoods for the sedan, CRX, hatchback, and wagon are honestly to help clear case swapped vehicles. As you guys know, EF sedan or EF hatchback, CRX, and wagon are all difficult swaps or to get the hood to really close on, because you have to do modification to the webbing, which is the reason why we decided to go ahead and make every single one of these hoods an SIR style with the lifted center to help clear the main issue, which is the manifold. That is the #1 gremlin in these cars, is the manifold, because yes, you can get around with the K24 swap inside of your engine bay, as long as you run the manifold that runs all the way down, which is the non-horsepower making one, unless you get it ported and so on and so forth. But again, you're still wasting more money to do all that compared to running an RBC manifold or a center feed or a Gato manifold or Jack Spania or whatever it is, right? So those are all different manifolds that are actually available for the K series. So that is the reason why we decided to go ahead and make this. Unfortunately, these hoods right now are all for K20s. These hoods right now. We are working on a new hood, which should be coming out by the end of this next month. We should have the first couple of hoods that were pre-ordered pulled, and that is actually for the EF hatchback and the CRX, and that is the new an improved K24 hood. That hood was actually redesigned to help give a lot more clearance, to be able to run center feeds, RBC manifolds, and also Skunk 2 Ultra Street manifolds with I believe a smaller spacer, not the big spacer. Because we did already try it on. We tried it on a Skunk 2 manifold, the Ultra Street, and it cleared perfectly fine. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have clearance for the Gato or the center feeds also. So that shouldn't be an issue. If there is any issues, you probably will have to do a little bit of trimming to the frame, but other than that, it's the same thing that was done to the K20s with K24 swaps running a center feed. I did have a friend up in, I believe, Florida that had a K24, but unfortunately he was on a low setting, and he did have a center feed, and he had to trim a very small portion of the frame, and he does literally race that car on the strip. So he's had no issues with clearance, and he's ran good times. So again, these hoods right now are for K20, and unfortunately guys, we are not going to be offering no other K24 hoods for the sedan or for the wagon. The main reason why, again, it's all money creating new molds, and it's very expensive. And the main reason why not to make them is because it takes up a lot of real estate inside of the facility that these hoods are made out of. These hoods are not made in a climate controlled facility here in the United States. They are actually made in Baja California. So this is a two-person team, a husband and wife, that make these hoods. And so basically these hoods are made way different compared to a vacuum infused hood, compared to like Cybon or VIS. They're very great quality still. They're very clean for the finish. Everything is finished with PPG clear coat with 2 layers, 2 to 3 layers, depending on the finish that he sees that how much it takes. But again, this is supposed to be a 10-year automotive clear, which should last. But unfortunately guys, I'm not gonna sit there and say everything lasts forever. Being truthful, as I'm honest, and I don't like to BS around and give anybody the runaround. If you genuinely take care of these hoods, polish them, wax them, and everything else, they will last a good time. But again, every product has its fault, and again, we can only try to work with the best that we possibly can. And if there's issues, unfortunately guys, we cannot really deal with that. We can only try our best to try to make the solution better. So getting to these hoods guys, so one other thing that I wanted to address is that we are making that K24 hood now. We are also R&D'ing new stuff to help these hoods hold and maintain the structure, locking point to the hinges. And the main thing that we are actually R&D'ing is because we've seen other hoods, a lot of people have to buy bigger rib nuts, bigger holes, because rib nuts tend to pop out or whatever it is. And unfortunately guys, fortunately we haven't had that issue. We've had maybe 1 or 2 issues with some of the rib nuts coming loose. But again, it's due to the fact that these hoods are all made out of fiberglass frames. They are not no metal base like a metal hood is. So of course a metal hood is going to hold, you can weld the nut to it, and it's going to last pretty much forever unless it's not coated with primer and paint. It will rust and break off eventually. So what we decided to do guys was actually create these new hinge brackets. These new hinge brackets are actually going to be put onto the bottom of the hood. So let me go ahead and flip this hood over real quick so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So again, getting back to the hoods, is that we do recommend air latches to help you guys protect the front end of the hood from catching air and yanking the hood off. As we already seen, cars with hoods, aftermarket hoods, always have issues sometimes with hoods flying open on the track or even on the street. And unfortunately, there's just nothing we can really do about that because of the fact that it is an aftermarket hood and it is not metal. That is the main reason why we decided to go ahead and make these brackets. These brackets right here will actually take the place of these 2 rib nuts. So since these are pressed onto the fiberglass, now the bracket is going to be going behind it, and these holes right here are actually going to have rivets to lock it onto the fiberglass on top. So once this is behind it, this will be sitting behind it. It will have 2 riv nuts here and there, locking it onto the fiberglass, along with the riv nuts here locked in just like this, as if it was taking up this spot here. So it'd be facing like this inside of it. That way, we are also going to be putting like a panel bond to the back side of it to help lock this on like a secondary lock, along with the 2 riv nuts, the rivets here. You can see in these holes. So this will lock it onto the fiberglass with the panel bond, making sure that when you guys take off the hood, this won't fall back behind the hood inside of the frame. So again, we're doing this to help prevent any of those issues from happening in the future, because again, we are trying to protect our reputation, we try to protect our name, and I continue protect our sales, you know what I mean? Because all we continuously want is sales, and we want to make sure that we offer the best product that we possibly can. So hopefully guys, you guys get a better understanding of what these hoods are basically for, and hopefully you guys are stoked for the new K24 hood that we are coming out for the CRX and hatchback. And also, if you guys are interested in any parts of these, hit me up on Instagram at SlimeballBuilt, and also Bryan Maldonado on Facebook. Again, if you guys are interested in sedan fenders, please let me know, as we are thinking about releasing some of them and making them. But again, that was going to be kind of like a made to order. Everything is made to order 8 to 10 weeks, whether it's fiberglass, carbon fiber. Fiberglass is usually done a lot faster than carbon fiber. But pretty much, if you guys are interested in carbon fiber fenders for wagon, carbon fiber hood for CRX, sedan, or hatchback, let me know. And again, if you guys want carbon fiber fenders for the sedan, guys, bang my line, let me know. Let's do a pre-order, and let's get the ball rolling. But hopefully you guys enjoy this little video, and hopefully this helps you guys get a better understanding that I am 100% legit. I do sell these. I've been doing it for over almost 5 years, and we've had nothing but great success. Unfortunately, we do have companies that are trying to go after us or trying to get us and try to beat us in designs and copy the designs. But again, there's only going to be one true SRS style hood, and that is from us here at C Trends. So again, guys, bang my line if you guys want it, and yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one where we continue progress on the EK sedan. And finally, guys, I think you guys are going to be stoked. Until next time.